Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, hosting Cruz, and guys, ladies and gentlemen, Zhilei Zhang, Big Bang, versus Agit Kabayal is official for February 22nd on the Riyadh season card, and it's going to be for the WBC interim heavyweight championship for 12 rounds of boxing in what should be a tremendous fight. It's going to be a part of a card that's going to have Dmitry Bivol taking on Artur Beterbiev for the second time, Daniel Dubois defending his IBF heavyweight title against Joseph Parker, Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield, Jerome Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. A badass card, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to talk about the fight that's likely going to kick off the show, and that is Zhilei Zhang versus Agit Kabayal. Tremendous fight. Interesting careers for both guys coming in. Kabayal coming into this fight with a pretty good momentum, man. He's coming off wins over Magomedov. Magomedov is, to me, like a heavyweight Mack truck. 18-wheeler, big, hard puncher, aggressive. But when he ran into Kabayal stopped in 4 rounds and exposed him. And then Kabayal followed that up with an impressive win over Frank Sanchez, the Cuban Flash, who to me, I thought was going to take over as the next boogeyman in Cuban heavyweight boxing. Take over Luis Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz. But no. Kabayal stopped Frank in 7 rounds and made a statement. Now he's taking on one of the best heavyweights today in Zhilei Zhang out of China. Big Bang. Big heavyweight Chinese power puncher. Can box as well. Had some close debatable decisions over Filip Hrgovic and Joseph Parker. He lost both fights. Some say he may have won both. Then he had 2 back-to-back KO wins with Joe Joyce. Basically ended Joe Joyce's career. Joe hasn't been the same since those 2 fights. And then he put a shellacking and stoppage, embarrassing stoppage over Deontay Wilder. Embarrassing on Wilder's part, the way he went out on that fight. Got flattened the real way. And haven't seen Wilder since. Likely Wilder will retire. I think he said he's not going to retire, but I was hoping he would have retired after that fight. But anyway, so all in all, man, Zhang versus Kabayal. It's a good fight. You know, they had this series of fights in the heavyweight division that was going to take place. Zhang versus Bakoli. Kabayal versus Bakoli, but those fights never materialize. So now you have, in my last video, Bakoli versus Ajagba. Now you have Zhang versus Kabayal. And so these two fighters are gonna get it on for the WBC interim heavyweight title. Based on what I've read, Zhang and Parker have agreed to step aside and fight on the same card in separate title fights. Parker will fight for Dubois' Daniel's IBF title, while Zhang fights for the WBC interim heavyweight championship against Agit Kabayal in what should be a good fight. So yeah, it's all on that February 22nd Riyadh season card. I'm gonna talk about all the fights because it's gonna take place on that card. So I'm starting off with Zhilei Zhang versus Agit Kabayal in what should be a good fight. Then I'm gonna work my way up. In my next video, I'm gonna give all those fights their own separate videos. I'm not gonna jumble them up into one video. You know, those fights deserve a video in itself of their own. So I'm gonna do that for all of them. So Zhang versus Kabayal, first things first. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you guys, but it should be a good fight. I'm always looking forward to these Riyadh season cards, man, because you got the best fighting the best literally on those cards. And when you have the best fighting the best, you can expect anything in the boxing ring. Miracle Boy Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Sosa Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.